Adagio SalesCQ 81C now supports adding filters and styles to selected grids. Edit Prospects allows you to add filters, including a new style that's automatically created when you first start using the upgrade. Filters and styles are also available for historical quotes and for open quotes. To use filters, click the checkbox to enable, and then select the desired filter from the drop-down field. To ensure that you have the most up-to-date data, you can choose to refresh the list on the fly, and also assign colors for all records that meet this particular filter. This is especially useful if you wish to see records stand out on an unfiltered list. To see how this is set up, you can access the filters from the Edit menu. Just choose the appropriate one. When you edit an existing filter, they are set up just like Smart Finders, where you have up to 5 criteria in which you can choose particular records from the list. Additionally, you can choose to sort records in any way you want by available fields. And optionally, apply a colored style based on whether the record meets the filter or not. In order to update one or more filters all on the fly, just select them from the list, including multi-select, and click the Apply Styles button. You can also choose to apply styles from the Maintenance menu and apply styles. In addition to adding color to records that meet the criteria, you can also choose to clear the color from any records that don't meet any criteria filters. There are other types of filters you might want to choose, including filters that all they do is sort records in a different way. Adagio SalesCQ also supports filters on customers from Adagio Receivables, orders from Adagio Order Entry, and items from Adagio Inventory. For more complete information about setting up filters and styles, access these links to the Show Me How training videos. Adagio SalesCQ now supports integration with Adagio ePrint to generate PDF documents for reports and quotes. To set this up, first access the company profile, and on the Report Options tab, ensure that Allow PDF Print is selected. You then would specify particular directories for the different types of reports and quote forms that you generate files for. And to preserve the directory structure, lock the PDF setup so that users cannot edit the directory to save when they generate the file. You may also choose to enable emailing PDF files when you do reports. If the PDF file already exists in the appropriate directory, you can choose to overwrite the old file, or append after it or before it, or include the current date and time as part of the file name. Then you have to set up each user with additional options, and this is set from the File menu and User Preferences. On the Report Options tab, enable PDF printing for that user, and other options such as opening the generated file after it's completed, or the folder to which the file was generated. This is also where you allow emailing the reports. And once this is set, choose a report, doesn't matter which one, and you should see an EP button available for generating the PDF file. You can either click this button or use the Alt-D keyboard shortcut, and that will generate the file to the appropriate folder, and other options such as whether you open it or the file directory. When you email, you can click this button and that will open your MAPI email program. You can use this button or the Alt-E keyboard shortcut. If you want to generate the PDF file to a different folder based on the report type, you can change the report type here. And there are specific options for this report that you can change, such as the Save folder if you haven't locked the setup, or the file name, or the other default options. Quotes can also be generated to PDF, either a single quote or from the maintenance and the print quotes function. When you print, you can choose the same EP button. And if you want to generate a second archived set of PDFs, whether you print or fax or email your quotes, from the company profile and the options tab, there is an option to archive the customer prospect copy of the quote, so you can generate a PDF regardless of how you print your quotes in Adagio SalesCQ. For more complete information on setting up and integrating Adagio ePrint, access this link to the ePrint Watch Me video. Additional information for an extended cost, profit, and margin are available for display on quote details. To choose which cost is used for these calculations, access the company profile. And on the Quotes tab, the cost to use is selectable. Either any of the 4 regular costs set on each item, the calculated average cost, or if you use multiple costing methods, or FIFO or LIFO, use the appropriate cost used in costing. This option is company-wide. You will no longer see the Show Cost option from entry templates, either the main or through security. Let's edit a quote. And on a particular detail, the unit cost selected based on the company profile option will be shown here. A label will indicate where that cost comes from. On the right-hand side, you'll see the extended cost based on the shown unit cost and the calculated profit and margin for that detail. And you can go through each item to see that. If we add a new item, that unit cost will be determined once you select a quantity to order. You'll see the new unit cost and the calculated information. These amounts are available not only for display, but also for customized reporting through Grid View or Crystal Reports for Adagio. SalesCQ now allows you to recast quotes to ensure that the most up-to-date costs, profits, and margin are on the quote before you send to a customer or prospect. When you edit an item and see what the cost was at the time the quote was created, you could choose to inquire on the item and see that the cost may have changed. If this is the case, there's a Recast button that's available, and it will ask you for this specific item only on the quote that will reread the item and repopulate the unit cost and the calculated extended cost, profit, and margin based on the cost to use field in the company profile. Now the new unit cost has been read. You can do this for individual items, or on the quote as a whole, there's a recast for the entire quote.